What is keeping a painful secret, from someone you really love, isn't a betrayal? What if it's actually the ultimate act of strength?
I mean, it sounds completely backwards, right? We're constantly told that to be close to someone, you have to be an open book.
Exactly. But what if choosing to carry a heavy burden completely alone is actually this uh, profound sign of emotional maturity?
It's a heavy thought.
It is. And by the end of this deep dive into the psychology of Mushoku Tensei, you're going to view your own heavy responsibilities and the burdens you carry in a completely different way.
Which brings us right to the core question we're exploring today. How does taking responsibility like for our pasts, our complex relationships, and our ambitions actually make us stronger?
So let's look at this through the characters who get pushed to their absolute psychological limits, like Princess Ariel stepping into that legendary flying fortress.
Oh man, yeah. Facing the Dragon King Perugius. I mean, he's a legendary hero from 4 centuries ago. His presence alone is just terrifying.
Right. And she is completely out of her depth. Like she's sweating, absolutely terrified, but she just forces herself to swallow that fear.
Well, because her ambition for the throne demands that powerful political connection. The stakes for her survival literally couldn't be higher.
But wait, let me challenge that for a second. Imagine you're walking into, I don't know, the most hostile corporate boardroom you can think of.
Okay, yeah.
Everyone there has way more power and history than you. Does taking on that kind of massive responsibility force you to be brave? Or does it just make you desperate?
Well, I'd argue it forces you to be strategic. Her responsibility dictates her actions. Ariel knows she can't just walk in and demand favors from a 400-year-old legend.
Yeah, that would end terribly.
Exactly. So she has to follow the calculated steps of networking. You establish rapport, you build a relationship, and then you make the ask.
Ah, I see.
Her responsibility to her goal acts as the psychological anchor. It keeps her steady and prevents a total panic attack in a room that is basically designed to be terrifying.
So the fear doesn't just magically go away, it just gets outranked by the strategy. That actually makes total sense. And honestly, we see that exact same strategic mindset with Rudeus in that fortress.
Oh, with Silveril.
Yes. The absolute second he gets an opening with her, he instantly pivots to ask her to fetch those rare ingredients he needs.
Right, because both Ariel and Rudeus understand that when you're carrying the weight of a massive goal, you don't freeze. You seize every single opportunity the moment it appears.
No matter how intimidating the environment is.
Exactly.
So ambition can act as an anchor. But what if the burden isn't an ambition for the future, but like a trauma from the past?
That brings us to Alina Lies.
Right. She is hiding this deeply traumatic past about being trapped in a labyrinth, plus a literal curse from her own granddaughter, Sophie.
Yeah, it's a huge secret.
And we're constantly told communication is key in families. Isn't hiding things like that a sign of weakness, like an avoidance tactic?
I mean, it's incredibly easy to view it that way on the surface. But let's look at the why. Alanalise is taking that emotional weight entirely on her own shoulders.
Right.
She survived a horrifying ordeal where her very nature was altered by labyrinth magic. By keeping that from Sylphie, she's intentionally protecting her granddaughter's peace of mind.
Oh, wow. So taking responsibility sometimes means having the strength to carry a dark truth entirely alone.
Exactly. So the people you love don't have to suffer its weight.
It's like being an emotional shock absorber for your family.
Mm,
You take the hit so they don't feel the bump.
that is a great way to put it. But what happens when the emotional mess isn't, hidden in the past, but happening right in front of you?
Oh, you mean Sylphie's situation?
Yeah. When Rudeus and Nanahoshi share this intense bond over Japanese food, they are practically crying over terrible miso soup and rice, and Sylphie is incredibly jealous.
Which is totally understandable. She
Yeah.
feels completely left out of this secret club that she just can't understand.
Right, and that jealousy is a very real, raw human emotion. But here is where it gets really interesting.
When Nanahoshi collapses.
Yes. The moment Nanahoshi suddenly collapses, coughing and severely ill, Sylphie doesn't hesitate. She completely suppresses her own insecurity and just jumps in to use her detoxification magic.
Which is crazy because if we look at the mechanics of magic in this world, That is no small feat.
Not at all. Casting complex detoxification magic requires immense focus and precise mana manipulation. If your mind is clouded by anger or jealousy, your magic can actually falter.
So she has to actively compartmentalize her feelings to perform that spell. She's literally overpowering her own psychological state to save someone she currently resents.
Exactly. She chooses duty and care over her own complex, messy emotions. That is the essence of emotional responsibility.
It's not about not feeling jealous then.
Right. It's about not letting that jealousy dictate your actions when someone's life is on the line. She makes this hard, instant pivot from a place of insecurity to a place of responsible action.
So how do we actually apply this kind of mental fortitude to our own lives?
Well, if we synthesize all of this, there are basically 3 practical life lessons you can use right now. First, strategize your connections.
Like Ariel facing the Dragon King.
Exactly. Recognize that networking requires patience. Build your rapport before making your demands. Second, seize your opportunities.
Just like Rudeus instantly asking for those ingredients.
You got it. Never hesitate to maximize a chance when the door cracks open. And third, wield discretion as a shield.
Like a Lionel Ace.
Understand that tactfully withholding an unnecessary, painful truth can be a profoundly responsible, loving choice.
Because true strength isn't about having no baggage. It's about choosing exactly how you carry it. Which makes you wonder, if Lionel's secret is ever fully revealed, will the truth finally set her free, or will it destroy the very peace she sacrificed everything to protect?